Hey, what's happening, everybody? How's it going? We're gonna do a workshop today. Try to go as long as we can to try to finish the entire workshop in this sitting. Hopefully, it'll take about less than 2 hours. But you know, if not, then you know we'll continue it tomorrow. But I just dropped off my son at baseball, and you know, so we did it early today. He's going on till about 7, hopefully. It's not raining or anything like that. And the only thing that could cut this call short is if they, you know, cut the practice short. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, folks. So today we're going to do a workshop. And the workshop today is basically going to be, it's going to be an Etsy workshop. But we're going to go do a little bit of research. Then we're going to find a product. We're going to create the product. And then we're going to launch it. That's it. Okay, so hopefully we could do all that today in you know, just under 2 hours. Okay, all right, so let's get started, everybody, real quick, and let's go to Etsy. Let's not waste any time here. And the first thing I want to do is search something broad. Okay, guys, if you don't know what to search for, depending on when you're watching this video, guys, it doesn't matter what time of year, what season, what holiday. Research is research. Creating a product is creating a product, and launching is launching, and marketing is marketing. It does not matter. It all starts with research, finding that product that someone else already did the hard work of creating and finding a market and proving the concept that it's a seller and people want it. Okay? And all we're doing is piggybacking off of that. All right. So the thing that I always recommend people is go here to the classroom, go down here to the resources, right? And go to the niche calendar. The niche calendar, open it up. And then right down here, we are right now, as I'm making this video, it's August 28th. I think it was. I'm mixed up on my days. I know it's almost the end of the year. But it's August, right? The end of the month. So you can look up in here. There's 2 sections each, right? For August, starting this month, fall, principals month, midwife, continue this month, Halloween, bachelors, Oktoberfest, do this month, and all that, right? And this is just the start dates recommended. It's not an end all be all. If you miss it, it's not saying that you can't do it. No, but it's just a suggestion of when to start it. Okay, September, Christmas, Thanksgiving, fall, do this month, Halloween, bachelor, and all that good stuff, right? So just pick something. Those are broad terms, and then we'll niche it down. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do some Halloween stuff. I want to launch some Halloween stuff for the new store. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in here and go Halloween PNG. There's 3 terms I like to search for: PNG, SVG, and T-shirts. Those are the 3. So depending my finds for each of the terms, if I don't find a good rabbit hole, then I'll go to the next one. Like right now we're doing PNG. If nothing's good, we'll do SVG. If nothing's good, I probably just skip to the next term or next keyword. Very few times I'll go to an actual T-shirt. Okay. So one thing I'm looking for several things, right? My criterias are badges, the Etsy badges, which you see right here, popular nows, bestsellers. Okay, if it doesn't have that, I look for the reviews that you see down here. Let me pop up my marker here. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. But the popular nows, badges, the bestsellers, and then the keywords, or not the keywords, the reviews. If they got anything over 1,000 reviews, there's a really high chance, I'd say about 99.9% of the time, they have over 10,000 sales, which means they know what they're doing. Okay, they're not just going to post a product just for the sake of posting a product. All right. For example, this second one here, it says popular now, but let's say it didn't, right? But look at their reviews, 2.2 thousand, right? That store knows what they're doing, right? You could just go in there, even let's say it didn't have a bestseller, didn't have any of that. Okay, you go in here to their main store. Look at that, 53,000 sales. And they've only been on Etsy for a year. Tell me that they don't know what they're doing, right? Tell me that they don't know what they're doing. They absolutely know what they are doing, okay? So we could go digging more stuff and see what they got going on, but you can see. They know, right? And then anyways, so let's go down and then, some other criteria that I look for. If I don't see bestseller badges, popular nows, and all that stuff, well, regardless, those are the main three I look at. Bestseller, both badges, and then also Etsy's got like Etsy's picks, things like that. They got these other badges which it says like, when it's got like a lot of add to carts, those are good. That's new. But other criteria I look for is like patterns, trends. I want to see what patterns am I seeing, am I picking up on. And different stores, not just from one store, but different stores. Like I look at the elements that the design has, the actual design, the hero of the design, right? I'll give you an example, right? We've got this one here that's got, the elements. The elements are all usually like the backgrounds, right? Those little details that make it those little elements and make the design itself. We got bats, we got spider webs, okay? Those are the elements, right? Got the pumpkin there that the ghost is holding, right? Maybe another element too is what they're wearing. They're wearing that croquette thing, the bow tie thing, right? Right? Those are little elements. And the hero image is obviously the ghost. That's the main attraction, okay? So that's 20 elements, right? Let's look at another one. Look at this one at the far end, right? Some of the elements. What are they? Bats, right? We got the bow tie thing, the coquette. We got the pumpkin, right? Now we're picking up a pattern, right? Now, and then the main attraction, which is the ghost, right? Obviously, this one could be a little bit hard to tell, but you could tell the main attraction right there is the ghost, right? That's the thing that really pops out. But as far as we're picking up a pattern now, look at that. You could see the similarities in both images. They both got coquettes, bats, pumpkins, and a ghost. It's a hot thing right now, right? So we're going to go ahead and add those to the collection. That's what I usually do. Add them to collection, put them on Halloween, things like that. And I'm just looking for, I already favorited that one. That one's a bestseller. 18 people bought in the last 24. That's Etsy doing that, guys. And then look at that. It's a month old. Okay? A month old. Right? So that's good. And then this one here, same thing. These are two different sellers. Let me see. Yeah, two different sellers, right? This one, 4 people bought in the last 24 hours and a month old. We got to listen to that stuff, guys. We have to listen to that stuff, okay? We got this one here. That's usually every year this theme with the witches. What's the name of the, I can't remember the name of the movie. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? This movie, everyone knows what it is, right? Even if you don't remember, you know what it is, right? But one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, I always tell you guys to be careful with copyright infringement. They're using their faces. No. The wording, fine, right? But look at what they're doing with that. I've got a big collection of this niche, right? In that market. And I'm using the wigs, the wording. I smell children, amok. I got all that stuff, right? And with mines, it's kind of outdated. If you look at mines, you go in here and let's go to Halloween here real quick. Halloween. Let me see if we could see some real quick. I probably don't have. Oh yeah, right here. So we got the Squad, Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus, that's the name of the movie. You see Squad here, some of the other ones here. They're kind of outdated, right? They're kind of dated. Some of these got a lot of sales, but they haven't made a sale since last year, right? Now I'm relaunching them. They still look outdated. I got to really work on it, right? But then you look at these, or where's it at? You look at this. Look at that. You see the difference, right? Of course, when they're looking for Hocus Pocus stuff, they're going to see that over mine. They're going to get that. No brainer, right? So, that's just one thing right now. Let me turn these other ones off here. So what I'm looking for is patterns. That's really what I'm looking for, right? Trying to niche down on the thing here. So let's see what else we got. We found this one a couple weeks ago. This one here that I've been wanting to launch in POD. And I'm hoping to do that for tomorrow, right? So that's a really good one there. But again, I want something to do right now. We've got some other ones here. Look at this. This is a popular now. I have favorited this one on my phone somehow. I know. But look at this. See, we got Hocus Pocus there. Hey Boo, Witch's Brew. Again, bestseller. Less than a month old. 7 people. This is Etsy telling you that. The top part where it says 1 month, that's Everbee. That's Everbee giving me that info. I got the free version, guys. You could get the paid version and get more intel. But right now, right? Look, 7 people bought this in the last bestseller. This is Etsy telling you that. There's no way to rig that. I cannot fake that. I cannot make it unless I go in there on another account and buy like 20. But Etsy will see that it all came from one account. So no. But anyways, you see the difference between that and then my Hocus Pocus stuff, right? Mine's is boring. So we got to update stuff. Let me see if we can find something else. We got this spooky one, Salem. We got that. We got this one. This one's a really good one. We got another one here. This is a really, really good Ghost Summer Halloween. Summerween thing. Well, summer's already gone, but still, you know, people are buying that like crazy. And this is a digital? Yeah, it's a digital. Let me see if we got other ones. Look at another one. More ghosts, right? This is the Gilmore Ghouls. So it's a playback on the Gilmore Girls, I'm assuming, right? But again, a popular one. 1 month old, bestseller. You know what I mean? Ghost again. Pumpkins, I see there. Bats. Okay. So, and look, I already picked up on something. They made a little mistake here. I don't know if you guys saw it right away. See, I pick up on these little things. So it's the same design, right? Now they got one on a white shirt and one on a black shirt. Okay. The only thing they changed to make it, a difference in them is obviously the lettering. You can see where you haunt, I will follow. And then the other one's black and one's white. But look at the very top. Anything that's black, like I see some black stars. I see the black bats. They didn't change that on the black shirt. You know what I mean? Guys, when you do things like that, this is why when I make a design, I typically just go for a one design and that's it. I don't want to have to change those little elements like that. It's too much work for me. This is why on mock-ups, I don't do this. I don't put, if I make this, I already know that this is going for white shirts or light color shirts. So all my mock-ups are going to be light color shirts, right? Probably this beige, a white one, a silver one, an orange color, right? If you are going to do a black one, right, or dark color shirts, then make sure you change those elements. All right, and then include both of those options in your package, because trust me, the customer will be looking for that, and they will. Hey, I bought this. I'm putting them on black shirts, but how do I change? Because a lot of people don't know how to change those. This is why they come to us, so we can make this for them. All they want to do is buy the designs from us and slap it on T-shirts or mugs or whatever. That's all they want to do. They don't want to spend the time to learn and mess with designing. Because a lot of people, the majority of people think here. Here's proof, right? And you could test this out, right? The next person that tells you or asks you, "What do you do?" Tell them you are a graphics designer. Watch their face. They're gonna be like, "Huh? What? Oh, wow. Okay. How many years did you go to school for that?" Like, right? The majority of people think that way. Okay. All right. So let's get going. Let's keep going down there. I'm seeing ghosts, pumpkins. This is a good one. Yes, I favorited that one. Spooky, more stuff there. All right. Bush. Oh, the beer. Oh, be careful with that. I already see the beer right there. It says Bush. These guys really, they run. It's not worth it. Bush is fine, B-O-O, but you see the actual beer can? It says Bush, like you're infringing. 4 people bought this in the last 24 hours. It's cool. I love the design. And if I do choose to do something like that, I will make sure that my design does not have the actual bush, you know. In fact, it'll just be without it. You know what I mean? But look, again, the elements, we're seeing patterns, right? The main hero is the ghost. And then we've got bats, we've got pumpkins, we've got spiders, we got webbing, spider webs. Okay? Patterns, guys. Patterns. We got the tic-tac-toe pattern that we call this a tic-tac-toe pattern. It's a pattern for years. We see it every year, all throughout the year. I call it the tic-tac-toe pattern because it reminds me of a tic-tac-toe pattern, right? So, but look at this. This is a very, very nice one and fairly easy to do, right? We've got templates and doing all that stuff. But, you know, same thing. We got ghosts, pumpkins, and different kind of pumpkins, different kind of ghosts. We got a vampire there, you know. But, all right, so let's see. Let's keep going down here. Mattels, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the call. We got another one here that we favorited. We got the framing here. We've got this one here with the pumpkin and ghosts. Oh, man. I see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Why is it a popular now? Look, it says popular now there. It says popular now, but it's a bestseller. Look how many people bought in the last 24 hours. 27. That's a sale an hour. It's only a month old. Oh, I think we found the one right here. I think we found the winner, guys. I think we found the winner. That's it. This is the one that we want to. It's easy. It is easy. Look at that. This is a really good design. This is, I mean, Halloween costume PNG, spooky season, trendy. There's really no name for that. Okay, pumpkin chasing ghosts. That should have been at the very top. Ah. This is great. This is great. I think this is the one we're going to do. All right. And I'm looking for something easier to do. And that's pretty much it. That is it here, guys. We got another bush design. Look at that. That's two bush designs. Two unique push designs. Pretty much the same thing, right? This one, does it say bush on there? No, it doesn't. Look, see, they did it smart. Look at the can. They hid the U with the pumpkin. You're not infringing, right? It's almost a gray line, but you know what I mean? You're not. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a good, really good design, right? Really, really good design. Oh, look at the way they're showcasing. This is a new mock-up. Oh, I love the way they're doing. Like this right here. Remember, guys, when you're doing research, not only look at it as a researcher, as a spy, right? But also look at it as a customer. Right now, I'm looking at it as a customer. I'm saying, okay, I got this big design that I could put in the front or in the back. But then I got these other two designs. If I decide to put that in the back, I got these other designs. I got ones with the OO is replacing it with the pumpkins. And the other one that's just with the OO. I'm getting like 3 designs there. You see what I'm getting at? You got to look at all of that stuff. For $173, I'm getting 3 designs. Boom. Right? That's it. All right. So this is really, really good. Man, I really like this design. I really do. Really like it. But I want something a little bit more simpler to create, especially for this workshop today. And I think we got enough. I really like this one. See, I wanted to do something with this. You know, this kind of design with the ghost. Because I don't know if I just think Summerween's a little bit late in the game because summer's already ending. But you never know. You never know. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to download this one. I'm definitely going to download. Well, let me get a straighter one. See if I can get a straighter one. There you go. I'm going to download that one. And the reason I download them because I upload them to Canva and use this as a guide. I'm not stealing their stuff. I'm stealing their idea. Okay. All right. Where's the other one at? I really like this one here too. All right, so that's pretty much it there, and that's it. I think we're done. Ghost 𝗺𝗵. Let me show you this part of going down a rabbit hole, because rabbit holes are basically like the name of the product or the theme of the product. For example, this was Ghost 𝗺𝗵, Summer Halloween, right? So I'm just going to add this up here to the top. And then now we're going to look for products that's similar to that one, and also find other ones, right? And we can see other stuff. We got more 𝗺𝗵 stuff here. I think we downloaded that one already. Yeah, we downloaded that one. Those two. We see these two with the coquettes. Man, those are good. Good. I'm gonna download that just in case. All right, so we've got those. All right. And basically what you want to do is go down the rabbit hole. See, we got another one here. We're looking for ideas. And not only that, just like, you know, do you guys know multitasking is not a thing, right? But you're multitasking, right? We're don't go down a rabbit hole. We're trying to find a competition, see if there's any more, see if it's viable. We see that it is. People are using it. We see that there's more than one bestsellers, right? Only a couple, right? That you don't want it to be like 50 of them with bestsellers, right? But anyways, and you're also looking for ideas, right, to create your version, right? And then also looking for other winners, right? Rabbit holes will tend to lead you into other things. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's pretty much what the rabbit hole is, and let it go. And then you find that one store that's just golden and got everything. See, look at all these ideas here, like this one here. For that 𝗺𝗵, we could also go 𝗺𝗵. And then we'll see what else they got. We got this one we downloaded already. We got other ones. See, it's like a similar thing, a pattern. Ghost holding some kind of drink, a cup, a mug. You know, you got bats and mud and spider webs behind it, right? We got this one here. All right, so I think we got something. All right, I'm between three. Where's it at? This one and then this type of design. I think this one's going to take a little bit more to do, right? And the way my workflow is, guys, and I always teach you guys that, you know, yeah, learn the stuff. This is the basic stuff, right? But learn what I really want you guys to learn from me is my workflow, how I do things, how I pick up on things. Those little nuances is really what's going to get you to that next thing. Because anyone could go in there and do research. Anyone could just stay on that one thing. But you need to notice how, okay, I'm going down this rabbit hole, but damn, all of a sudden I'm over here and doing something different, right? Halloween pumpkin chasing ghost, PNG. Now it took me down a new rabbit hole, right? Let me go into here. Let me go to the new one here. You know, you'll notice all of a sudden I go left instead of right. And now I'm looking for more stuff. You see this one here, guys? Straight. Don't mess with Disney, right? It's just not worth it, guys. Not worth it. But you see someone else is doing it, sort of the same concept, right? You got more here from two different. Look at this. This is two different stores. I don't know which one I got here. Let me see which one's the one I got. This was 𝗺𝗵 Studios. So that's this first one here. Look at this second one. This second one is actually the same design, a different seller. How they're getting away with it, I have no idea, right? But they are, right? Let me go ahead and put this. It's a lot clearer than the other ones, right? So they are, and this is a bestseller, 1 month old as well as the other one. This one's 1 month. It could be the same seller. I've got several stores. You're not supposed to have the same product on the other store, on more than one store, right? They're selling essentially digital. This is both digitals, right? You can't do that, guys. You can't do that. What you can do, here's the thing. I always tell you people, you can't sell the same product on multiple stores, but you can't sell the same type of product on different stores as long as the product itself is different. The end result that they're getting. So, for example, if I'm selling a digital on one store, that's fine. On another store, I'm selling t-shirts, right? That's fine. On a totally separate store. On a third store, I'm selling pillowcases. You see what I'm saying? On a fourth store, I may be selling mugs only. Another one may be wall arts. So I can have 5 different stores selling 5 different objects, all with the same design. Get what I'm saying? So that is allowed. What you cannot do is, let's say this guy has both of his stores. He can't sell digitals on both the same digitals. But anyways, look at another one. This is different, right? Now we see something a little bit different. I really like the way this design is. A lot cleaner than the other one. It's not popular. It's not nothing. But, you know, I could tell they pretty much took the same everything that they got, right? But they actually changed the title a little bit. The keywords. Cozy, spooky, cute. Let me see the other one. Right here. Let's go to the top. Let's see if they swiped it and do what we did. Yep. Cozy, spooky, cute. Let me see the last 4 or last 2. Pumpkin, Halloween, fall, boo. Let's see this one. Pumpkin, Halloween, fall, boo. So this person basically is doing or did what we are about to do. Okay. The difference is that they did it almost exactly the same. Obviously, it's a different, thing, like a different texture, right? But it's still the same thing. They're going the same direction. They didn't do a good job in swiping, right? And the way I like to do things is, all right, I'm going to make mines with a pumpkin chasing ghost, but maybe change the direction. Instead from right to left, then left to right, right? Maybe put some of the ghosts up and higher, like different things to make it different, all right? To stand out from the rest. It's a tactic and a trick that we learned years ago, and I'll show you right now. Like, let me see. I can't find it, but I know on my computer, but I'll put it Mama Bear PNG, right? Let me see if we find something. This one. Well, here's a good one, right? Because it is literally something like that, right? So what we did, and this was like almost 10 years ago. What we did with this, let's say this at that time, we found that it was a smashing hit. It was murdering it. What we did was we took another bear that is shaped differently, right? And then we flipped it around looking the other way, right? And then instead of the flowers and all that stuff in there, we made it all solid. And then we only put the word in there like mama, but with a different font type. And not only that, we did different names: mama, papa, nana, grandma, mima, all these different names. Not only that, we made it customizable. You see what I'm saying? All we did was switched it from left to right, took out a few of those little elements, changed the font type, changed the bear type because it looked different, right? And it was just facing the total opposite. Okay? So little tricks like that is what I want you guys to learn from me, right? Anyways, I think we're going with that one, guys. With this one here, we're going to go try to find it versus this one. I really wanted to do this one, but I think with the time crunch, even though we got about 2 hours, practice with my son might end early. So that's what I don't want. I want to at least get the designing part done so you guys could get that down. But this one will take a little bit more than this one. So we are going to go ahead and do that one. Okay. So I think we found the products that we wanted to create. Usually in my time when I'm doing it, like you guys, what you would do is find like a good 3 to 5 different products that you want to create. Like this one, that one, maybe a different design. Maybe out of this one, you could create 2 or 3 different ones. That counts, right? The most important thing is, guys, in the workflow is to get the easiest one out of the way first. For example, this is the easiest one for me, right? It doesn't have a lot going on. So this one, I'll be able to finish it quick. I'll be able to launch it. And then while it's working out there for me, then I'll be able to go ahead and batch process the other 2 or 3 or 4 that I got. Meaning I'll do those at once and then launch them all at once. I'm a big firm believer. I'm a big fan of batch processing. But, you know, I also believe that having something out there working for you right now. All right. There's something about completing that one task first, the easiest one, put it out there, have it out there. And it just, for me, myself, it motivates me more to finish the rest. Right. And then the rest, I batch process it and then, you know, do all that stuff. Anyways, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go on to phase 2 right now.